Welcome back to the Women's Lounge, the place where we cut through the noise and talk about what really matters. I'm Emiliana Guereca, your host, and it's Friday, July 25th. So let's dive right in because the chaos is real. Every headline feels like a distraction, and that's exactly the point. This administration is working overtime to keep us spinning. We're not falling for it. But let's break it down. Let's break down what is happening with the distractions. So, as we speak now, what's happening is that the president, who can't stop suing newspapers, banning reporters, wants us to focus on his later Twitter trauma or photo op. Meanwhile, the real harm is happening quietly in the background. Immigration raids. Families are being abducted. ICE is sweeping through communities with zero regard for due process. Children are being separated again. And we've been here before in 2018, so this is not new for us. But what is new is the silence, and we cannot continue to be silent on it. But moving into the Epstein survivors and the Epstein case, while we're all waiting for justice, while we wait for the files to be released, they are sealed, the names are hidden, and the powerful men continue to create chaos. They want us to get tired, they want us to move on, but we won't. We will not move on until there is justice for survivors. Then we've got healthcare. Healthcare. Medicaid funding was gutted and has been gutted in multiple states. Women, children, and the most vulnerable are paying the price. We've got reproductive rights gone in half the country. The bans are spreading, clinics are closing. The defunding of it is insane. And women are being prosecuted for seeking basic health care. That's all chaos. It's chaos, it's deliberate. They want us to be distracted while they dismantle every protection we've fought for. Guess what? We see them. We see you. And it is just that chaos and distraction. We're going to make sure to continue to stay loud, continue to stay visible, making sure that we are not silent on these issues that are critical for women. Now it's time for our Women's Rights Watch. So it's time to talk about this segment here that where we track the wins, the losses, and the fights ahead. So today's reality check, we're talking about birthright citizenship. This week, the federal appeals court struck down Trump's attempt to end it. That's a win, but let's stay clear and be alert because that fight is not over. It's a small win. And then we're talking about abortion access. In the last 48 hours, another state has passed a near total abortion ban. No exceptions for rape or incest. That's not pro-life. That's anti-women, and we need to call it what it is. It is an anti-woman policy in the states. Violence against women. Congress currently is sitting on legislation to increase funding for domestic violence shelters. So we hope that that does happen. But in the meanwhile, demand for services is at an all-time high. So we are hoping that at least there's some light there. But to add to all of the distractions, when we say distractions and chaos, today the House Committee on Ethics determined that Representative Alejandra Ocasio AOC improperly accepted free admissions to the Met Gala for her partner and failed to pay market value for some of the items like her wardrobe. Womp, womp, womp. All distractions. You've got the president taking airplanes and taking billion-dollar bribes. And in the meantime, they're worried about AOC's dress. So if you're wondering what you can do, what we can all do, here's the answer. Call your reps. Call your representatives, support local abortion funds, show up even when it's overwhelming. Continue to stay engaged. And of course, take time if you need to, but realistically, everyone needs to be in this fight, the fight for immigrant rights, the fight for women's rights, the fight for reproductive care, the fight for health care. Those are all women's issues, and we've got to continue to support because these policies, they're designed to wear us down. They're designed to make us tired and have us move on, but we know that our resistance is relentless. We know that we win when we continue to show up. So I'm Emiliana Guereca. Thank you for following. Thank you for staying engaged and reach out, womensmarchfoundation.org. This has been the Women's Lounge. Today is Friday, July 25th, and we're ready for the weekend, whether it's to rest or to resist. Thank you for joining us.